Hi, my name is Solomon. It was my sophomore year in high school, and so I was actually going to an audition for all county choir. And my friend at the time, who was a really good friend of mine, was going to take me to the audition. My mother had met this particular friend actually one time at his birthday event, and my friend was, he was gay, but he was very flamboyant, very out there. And in my family, that's something that is not really uh, is not really handled very well as far as masculinity and gender roles. And so she says, well, I think it'd be best if I take you to the audition. And so my mother and father go back and forth, and so I sit and say, why, why not? And so my dad comes into the room and he goes, well, Solomon, I think your mother and I believe that your friend is gay and we don't want him to take you to the audition. And so me and my father, we kind of got into a really big argument in the car. And then it got to a point where we just sat in silence the whole ride. And I just remember as we're going to each light and as we're stopping, I'm like, I'm going to tell him at this light. I'm going to tell him, all right, this is it. And I just never mustered up the courage to do so. Because as you could imagine, being able to just blatantly come out and say, Dad, I'm gay, or Mom, I'm gay, that's something that's not easy. You have to be able to be comfortable. You have to be able to feel secure in that moment to do so, in which I wasn't. So as I get inside the audition place, I'm trying not to focus on what just happened. I'm trying to focus on my audition, and I get a call. And of course, it's my mom. So she calls me and she goes, "Hey, Solomon, how's everything going?" And I'm like, it's going good. I know obviously the reason why she called me. I kind of was like, I'm the type of person I don't like to beat around the bush. I'm just kind of like, all right, just get it to me. Give it to me straight. No pun intended. And she goes, well, I just wanted to know, are you gay? My initial reaction was to, of course, deny it and be like, no, I'm not gay. We're like, where would you get that? But with the circumstances, that led up to where we were in the conversation that me and my dad had, I felt that it was just time. I felt that with everything that was going on and I've just had enough, I just needed to finally get it out and be like, you know what? Yes, I'm gay. And in that exact moment, I just remember my mom's reaction, just, what? She was totally like unprepared. She was like, what did you just say? And I was like, yes, Mom, I'm gay. You're sitting here, the biggest part or moment of your life that, you could imagine. And then your mom just kind of like, she just kind of breaks down right in front of you. And so, as a child, that gives you so much disappointment, because it made me feel like, wow, I didn't live up to be the son, or the child that my parents wanted me to be. And it was really awkward throughout the day. And it wasn't until later that day that both of them came into my room and sat down with me. And the main thing that they wanted to get across to me is that, they love me. This is something that's going to be a challenge for them, but they didn't want me to feel ostracized. And they wanted me to know that, Solomon, regardless, we're still here, as your parents, to provide for you, to love you, and to give you all the things that you need. And so we've been working day by day to do better. I think the first step for me was definitely admitting, to who I was and what it was that I was becoming. And then after, getting to that coming of age moment and finally breaking through that barrier, then it was just a sense of filling out my shell, just growing out, and becoming who I was meant to be. And I think for me, going out of state into college up here in Philly has been the best experience for me, because I've met so many amazing people, just being here at college. And I think as I've been, exploring the city more and as I've been exploring the campus more, I've been able to find a sense of community. And I think that, as you get older and as you continue to grow into your spaces, it's really important to find those people who are like you, who not only, look like you, but who represent your values, who represent your ideas. Because when you find those people are going to do nothing but uplift you. And as I've said before, my friends have always been my greatest resource. Whether I needed help, whether I needed, advice, they've always been there for me. And they pushed me, to not only do better, and to grow out of my shell even more, but they pushed me to be, a better person. They pushed me to be, more positive. They pushed me to work harder. And, I love them. They make me feel like Beyonce, my own Beyonce. So